Stoneman 70 surges Surrey into slender lead after Warwickshire wobble. A hot and humid South London greeted Surrey and Warwickshire as they arrived at the Kia Oval for the second day of their contest. The sticky weather had helped the Bears restrict their hosts to 194 all-out before Will Rhodes got his side off to a lightning start despite departing for 51. They'd resume the day at 89 for 1, but would have to be wary in conditions that favoured bowling. And one of Surrey's best exponents of the swinging ball, Morne Morkel, made a crucial early breakthrough for the hosts, Sibley gone for 33, edging to Ricky Clark at first slip. Yates and Hayne would look to rebuild for Warwickshire, and they looked in control as the pair traded boundaries. But their partnership was short-lived, Hayne out LBW to Jordan Clark. Hose and Yates counterpunched with 6 boundaries in 3 overs. But Morkel would bring their fun to an abrupt end. Hose caught at slip for 9. But Lamb wasn't able to stay with his partner. Sam Curran finding the edge, Folks holding on to ensure Warwickshire were 5 down as lunch was taken. The morning session belonged to Surrey, the side roaring back into the game after being put under pressure on day 1. It was Warwickshire's turn to sweat, and their afternoon session got off to the worst possible start. The set Yates gone for 48, Curran finding the edge once more. The umpires would take the players off, deciding that light had deteriorated badly enough for a brief delay in proceedings. But even the shortest of hold-ups can affect a batsman's concentration, and Miles would depart shortly after play resumed and edge through to Folkes, finishing him off with 20 to his name. 2 overs later, Ambrose followed, trapped LBW by Curran for 18. The tail exposed, Warwickshire's lead still in its infancy. Patel and Hannon Dalby would manage to add 13 runs before they departed within 4 balls of each other. Hannon Dalby's edge to Borthwick at second slip saw him depart before Morkel forced Patel to sky one to Burns at mid-off. The Bears all out for 230 with a lead of just 36. That would bring an early tea, Surrey pleased with an excellent performance with the ball in hand, a far cry from their exploits with the bat on day 1. The home side would get their second innings off to a quick start, rattling off the runs to reach parity after 7 overs, Burns and Stoneman in confident form. They began to accelerate, breezing past 50 and piling on the runs as the pair bullied Miles for a 6 and 3 fours off just 1 over. But with 2 left-handers at the crease, Jeetan Patel was always going to be a threat, and it was the Bears' skipper who would provide the much-needed breakthrough. Burns trapped LBW for 34. Stoneman's quick start had seen him race towards a 50, and he'd reached the milestone with a 4 off Leicester, his 57th in first-class cricket. Patel wouldn't let Surrey have it all their way, the skipper with another crucial wicket when Borthwick edged to Rhodes at slip to depart for 11. Stoneman would plough on though, leading the charge for the home side. He just ticked onto 71 when Hannon Dalby got one to rise up a length and find its way into Ambrose's gloves by way of an edge. Folkes would join Elgar at the crease. The pair would see Surrey through to the close as the light once again diminished. It had been Surrey's day. The humid conditions had helped their battery of seamers, and they'd done well to fight their way back into contention. With more of the same conditions predicted over the next few days, Warwickshire will be confident they can restrict Surrey's total and keep them within touching distance. That lead at the end of day 2 stands at 105, with a fascinating third day of play ahead.